Hi, welcome to this presentation where I'm going to take you through what TVision Technology offers on the basic finance package for Business Central. We do offer two packages, the basic and the advanced for finance. I would invite you to watch the videos for both and choose the package that's right for your business. Do remember, if you choose the basic package, you get all the functionality that comes with the advanced package. It's just we don't help you set all of the extra functionality up. But as your business grows, you can always grow into that advanced package. Setting up your system, we'll make sure that you can log on to the system and get to your home screen. And we will also ensure that any other Microsoft products that you have, Office 365, Outlook, Excel, etc., we'll make sure that they fully integrate with the package so that you can transfer information between Business Central, Excel, and Outlook quite smoothly. If you need any add-ons for your Business Central, perhaps you want to communicate directly with your bank to do BACS payments and import your bank statement, we will help you install those add-ons, which are available from the Microsoft App Store, and make sure that they're set up nicely for you so that you can use that functionality. We'll also help you set up your users and the security that goes with them. On this system, I've logged in as the accounting manager, and as you can see, I have a lot of options to do with accounting, and I have a dashboard which shows me some interesting facts useful to accountants. If I was part of the sales team, I would be seeing facts about sales orders and sales quotes and customers, etc. If I was in purchasing, I'd be seeing information about purchase orders and payments, etc. We'll make sure that you get this set up so that your users see the correct screen and have the correct menu options for what they need to do. Once you've got that basic access sorted out, we'll help you sort out your nominal ledger or your chart of accounts. On this system, I've got a very simple chart of accounts set up with my income statement items up at the top. Further down, I have my balance sheet towards the bottom if I scroll down far enough. This is fully customizable, so you can put your accounts in here in any order that you wish. You can use account numbers that you want to use, descriptions that you want to use. You can make it look like it's your own. We will also help you for every one of these accounts, make sure that the rules on how postings happen in these accounts are set up so that everything runs smoothly. Once you have your general ledger set up, obviously you're going to want to start analyzing some of the numbers in here and doing reporting. Unlike some older packages with Business Central, a lot of your ad hoc reporting you do from your home screen. You don't have to print out reports. So if you're interested in sales discounts, for example, you click on the number and it shows you the transactions that make up that number. You can highlight any one of them, and you can even drill down further, and you can look at the original posted sales document that made this transaction appear on your general ledger, what was sold to who. You can see other general ledger accounts that were affected, VAT accounts that were affected, etc. So that does a lot of your ad hoc queries. You can also filter any list screen like this. So instead of seeing all the accounts, I could filter it and choose to see only some of my accounts, or a certain type of account, or a certain group of accounts. So I can do a lot of my reporting on screen. And if you've got your integration set up, this can be exported to Excel, so you can do further analysis on these accounts and do what ifs, etc. Apart from setting up the chart of accounts and making it possible for your ad hoc reporting, sometimes you need more formal reporting. If you're end of the year reporting to the business owner or the shareholders, or reporting to the bank what's happening with your business, and we'll help you get those more formal reports set up. We call them account schedules. Again, on Business Central, account schedules are fully customizable. On this system, I have quite a few: an income statement, a balance sheet. We can add a trial balance, profit and loss, etc. And for any of these, as you can see, it is fully customizable. You choose which rows you want, the descriptions for those rows, the formulas on how you would bring the numbers from your general ledger into this report, and how you would like to display those numbers. We can help you get your basic financial reports set up so that you can just, at the click of a button, produce them at the end of the month. And again, you can look at them on screen. You can choose date periods that you want to look at. You can export this to Excel, or you can print it. And it should cover then just about all the reporting that you need to do. Another important area that needs to be set up, a legal requirement, is your VAT reporting. And you can see from my home screen here, there's a lot of reports to do with that. Business Central offers you a lot of tools to handle your VAT. I'm just going to show you the VAT statement. And as part of the basic package, we will ensure that you have a VAT statement set up that complies with HMRC's requirements. So it generates those 9 boxes that you need to report to HMRC on a monthly or quarterly basis. We've got where do the numbers come from and the calculations that are needed to bring those through from your VAT tables, and then the formulas on how we take those numbers and how we get them to populate the boxes correctly, so that you can do your VAT report accurately. And this is fully Making Tax Digital compliant. So once you have your VAT statement set up, it is relatively easy to submit your VAT returns. It's as simple as coming in, choosing the period that you're reporting for, and asking the system to suggest the lines. That's going to pull through from your VAT statement. Once you're happy with the numbers, you can submit, and that will electronically submit to HMRC, fully MTD compliant. We will also help you set up your financial calendar, your fiscal periods. We call them accounting periods. As you can see on this system, I have a calendar set up where a financial year starts on the beginning of January and goes through to the end of December. You can start your financial year at any point during the year. You can sync yourself with HMRC, or you can have a custom starting date. And you're not limited to calendar months. You can set this up in weeks, or you can do a combination of weeks and months and quarters if you wish. Again, this is fully customizable and will help you get this sorted out to meet your requirements. We will also help you with the general setup that you need to make your system work smoothly. So your general ledger setup, your accounts payable setup, accounts receivable setup, VAT setup, bank setup, etc. We will help you with all of those. So for instance, on your general ledger, on invoices, how do you want to handle rounding? On the precision in journals, how accurate do you need them to be? If there are VAT differences in between what's calculated and what you're capturing, how big is the difference allowed to be? What currencies you're working in, etc. And we will make sure that all of this is set up for you, and that each of the other areas that you're using, customers, vendors, purchasers, sales, are set up with all the correct options as well. I did mention bank accounts there. The system does allow you to have multiple bank accounts. I only have 2 set up. You can have as many set up as you wish, and you can set them up in multiple currencies if you wish. On the basic package, we will help you set up your pound sterling accounts. We will make sure that the rules for how that feeds through to your general ledger are set up correctly. And again, once it is set up and you're posting transactions, it's a simple matter of clicking on the balance to see the transactions that make up that balance, and you can drill down further and see the original documents where they came from. That makes doing your reconciliations at the end of the month quite easy. Talking about reconciliations, your bank account reconciliations, there is nice functionality within Business Central, and we will help you get this set up. So for a bank account reconciliation, you choose your bank account, the date, your opening and closing balance, the transactions that are on your bank statement, the transactions that are within your bank accounts on Business Central, and there are rules for how to suggest lines to pull through automatically so you don't have to type anything. And once you have these populated, how do you want to match them together automatically or manually? Will help you get that sorted out so that it meets your requirements. With the bank, you're going to have a lot of payments and receipts. You've got customers and vendors. So let's just have a look at some customers. We will help you get your basic customer setup right. So for any customer, there are rules on how does it post through to the general ledger, how is VAT handled for this customer, etc. We'll make sure that those options are there for you, that you can select the correct ones. Also with customers, you might want to give them credit limits. If they exceed their credit limit, you get a warning popping up to tell you that that's happening. You can block them if you want to stop doing business with them, etc. You can also assign salespeople, and we'll help you set up your salespeople so that at the end of the month you can report my salesperson how well sales are going. Another nice feature is the payment terms. So this customer, they pay me 1 month from date of invoice, and if they pay me within 8 days, I'll give them a discount. We can set up multiple payment terms to meet your needs, and you can mix and match. So for different customers, you can have different payment terms. A lot of what we spoke about there for customers, the same is true for vendors. So if we just go and have a look at a list of our vendors, once again, within each vendor, we'll help you get the setup for what are the rules for posting to the general ledger, how do we handle VAT for this vendor, and you can see we can handle export, EU, and local VAT. Once again, you can drill in on their balance to see the transactions that make up those balances, and you can set the payment terms, how you must pay this vendor. This one needs to be paid at the end of the month in which the invoice happened. Once all those rules are set up, there are some other nice features in the system. You're going to want to receive cash and pay cash. Let's just have a look at a payment journal. And within a payment journal, once we've got all that set up, done for you nicely, there are nice tools where you can ask the system to suggest vendor payments. Using those payment terms, using the dates of the transactions, it will pull through a list of vendors that it thinks you need to pay. You can add to, delete from, or modify any of the numbers on that list. And when you're happy, if you've opted to go with one of the add-ins to talk to your bank, you can even export the BEX file to send to your bank for BEX payments, or use another electronic transfer method if your bank has something different. There's also a lot of documents that you're going to create on your system. So you perhaps want to give them a bit of your corporate identity. So something like a sales invoice, for example. If we look at any of these invoices and we choose to print it, we can make sure that this is set up so that you've got your corporate image on this document, your logo. Perhaps there's a font that you prefer to use, colors and layouts that you prefer to use. We'll help you get your basic documents, your sales invoice, credit memo, purchase order, statement, etc., set up to look the way that you want it to look. Those are the main features that are covered in the basic package. As I said, there was also an advanced package. I would invite you to go and have a look at that to see some of the differences. And if you have any questions, please give us a call and we'll help you make a decision. Thank you.